Tune in for Weekend Talk That Matters, only on KFNX.
Nessun Dorma from the opera Turandot. I will conquer, I will conquer. Welcome to Healthy Vision, the talk radio show that helps you conquer your vision loss. Dr. Edward Condret is a board-certified ophthalmologist and homeopathic doctor, author of 7 best-selling books. Healthy Vision is dedicated to bring you the latest information for a lifetime of healthy sight and to help you conquer your eye problems. And now your host, America's favorite eye doctor, Dr. Edward Condret.
Welcome, everyone, to Healthy Vision. This is your host, Dr. Edward Condret, and I'm here every Sunday evening to help give you pointers regarding your health and your vision. And this evening, we are going to focus on blurred vision. What is it? What causes it? And when should you see an eye doctor? Or when should you just begin to do some treatments on your own? So this is a very important topic. In fact, the majority of keynote searches on Google are related to blurred vision. And I guess, you wake up or you close one eye and things are blurred and you're frightened. You want to know what in the world is going on. And you may not have access to a doctor, and you may not be able to schedule an appointment. So I hope that we're going to be able to discuss different aspects of blurred vision and key points on when you should see a doctor, when is it serious, and when is it just a nuisance. So I would like to hear from you. If you have any questions on blurred vision, you can give me a call, 602-277-5369. That's 602-277-5369, or toll free, 866-536-1100, 866-536-1100. Eye doctor. So when that, you should definitely see your eye doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice on this radio show. We're just going to be talking about blurred vision in general. Now, I'd like to begin, and I don't want you to turn the dial when I'm starting to talk about homeopathy or the emotional component. But since I've been practicing homeopathy for over 20 years, I am convinced that there is an emotional component to all eye disease. So typically it's a trauma, being upset, overworked, stress. So it's something that you may not want to see. So when a patient comes to me and they claim, Dr. Condret, I got these annoying floaters in my eye. They're irritating me. They're annoying me. I always see them. Well, the first thought that comes to my mind is, what is irritating and annoying in your life? In Chinese medicine, which is a 5,000-year-old system of medicine, they believe that the liver and the eye are connected. The eye is the flower of the liver. So whatever happens in your eye is the result of the liver. And I'm not saying that every time you get blurred vision, you got a liver problem, you got cirrhosis or hepatitis. Nope, I'm telling you that. It's the emotional component of the liver. And the emotional component of the liver is anger and frustration. So there's a lot of reasons for many of us to be angry and be frustrated. And sometimes it appears and manifests in the eye. So when we talk about blurred vision, we have 2 main categories: painless blurred vision or painful blurred vision. Now, interestingly, it's the painless loss of vision, or the painless blurred vision, that typically is, the painless is typically more serious. So we're going to talk about some of the serious causes of a painless loss of vision. Probably the number one condition which can cause a painless loss of vision is a retinal detachment. And this is something that needs immediate surgical care. So if you ever discover that you're losing vision in one eye and it's painless and you can't see anything, that is one of the first things that typically an eye doctor comes to mind, and you need a dilated exam and you need a careful examination. Now, typically, when you do develop a retinal detachment, there are some other symptoms associated with it, such as flashes of light, waviness in your vision, maybe a curtain coming down or a curtain rising in your eye. This is the common problems with the retinal detachment that you see. Typically, a retinal detachment is a slowly progressive condition. So if you are losing vision in one eye and you're seeing flashes of light, you got to see an eye doctor quickly. Don't dilly-dally, don't think it's going to go away. You immediately need to see an eye doctor. Now, there's another type of detachment called a vitreous detachment. Now, vitreous detachment is not a retinal detachment. You know, the eye is filled with a liquid jelly called vitreous. It's much like gelatin or jello. And as we get older, that jello or gelatin begins to contract and pull away from the back of the eye. And sometimes you'll see a sudden shower of floaters. You will see flashes of light, and that's a vitreous detachment. Vitreous detachments are extremely common. In fact, when I was in my ophthalmology training, we learned that you take the person's age, and that's the percent chance they will have a vitreous detachment. So I am 66. That means I have a 66% chance of having a vitreous detachment. If I live to be 100, there's a 100% chance I'm going to have a vitreous detachment. Now, unfortunately, there's really no good treatment for vitreous detachment outside, and I believe that it's necessary to detoxify the body. Often, the vitreous detachment and floaters are associated with toxins in the body, like heavy metal poisoning and all the other toxins, pesticides, pharmaceuticals. All those things contribute to vitreous detachment. And often, an associated symptom is floaters. So those are, the retinal detachment is the big one with the painless loss of vision. Now, some other things you have to consider is a stroke to the eye. Yes, you can have a painless stroke to the eye, and you can have a sudden loss of vision. When one of the small arterioles or venules are blocked, you can get a sudden loss of vision that is typically painless. And, of course, not only a stroke to the eye, but you can have a stroke to your body, which can cause a painless loss of vision. So both of these are rather serious conditions, and they are painless. Another big condition, which usually causes a painless loss of vision, is glaucoma. Glaucoma is called the thief in the night. Typically, you slowly lose your peripheral vision, you get blurred vision, and there are no associated symptoms. Now, there's another type of glaucoma called angle closure, and that type of glaucoma causes severe pain, excruciating pain. And we're going to talk about the angle closure glaucoma when we talk about painful causes of blurred vision. Now, migraine. A migraine, you can have a migraine just isolated to the eye. And a ocular migraine is typically painless. There is no pain associated with it, but you can lose vision. In fact, the vision can go completely black out of one eye or both eyes due to an ocular migraine. But typically, an ocular migraine is short-lived. Now, we know of the other types of migraine that they cause a pain, severe pain. But you can have an ocular migraine, which is painless. Now, a big cause of painless loss of vision is refractive errors. And I would say 80% of the population has some type of refractive error. That means you're either nearsighted or farsighted or presbyopia. You're having trouble reading. And of course, as we get older, the eye muscles are not functioning as well, and it is more likely that we're going to be developing blurred vision, especially when we're working long hours and we're straining our eyes. So this is something that you really need to consider, and in some cases, you need to get your spectacles corrected. So I think we're coming up to a break right now, and this is your host, Dr. Edward Conrad. We're talking about blurred vision. And when I come back, we're going to continue talking about painless blurred vision. They're going to move into pain.
Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Get started with MCS. Want to learn more about microcurrent and how it can improve your health? Many alternative doctors feel that microcurrent treatment is a safe and effective way to change your body's energy to relieve pain and stimulate healing. It is now known that electrical activity occurs at the cellular level and that there is deficient electrical activity around areas of disease, such as tumors, inflammation, or areas of poor blood flow. Disease is a lack of electrons. Let microcurrent put them back into your body. We are now offering a 2-day training workshop for the public on how microcurrent can benefit you. This course will teach you the basics to begin using microcurrent for yourself and your family. This program will be held at the American Medical College of Homeopathy in Phoenix, Arizona, and the Florida Wellness Center. Please call the office at 800-430-9328 for more information. That number again, 800-430-9328. Get started on using microcurrent now. Call this number, 800-430-9328. Learn more about microcurrent and how it can improve your health. Call 800-430-9328.
Have you been diagnosed with cataracts and want to improve your vision without surgery? Or, more importantly, find out the cause of your cataract? A cataract is like a red warning light. Don't replace the bulb. Find out why the light is on. The 3 Steps to Reverse Cataracts Without Surgery webinar is now available. Here's a sample of items covered in the webinar. 1. Can eye drops cure cataract and what eye drops work best? 2. Focal scurvy might be a cause of cataracts. 3. Why cataract surgery might lead to macular degeneration and why this should be your last resort. And 4. Elevated lead is a leading cause of cataracts, and much, much more. It's easy to register. Go to stopcataract.com. That's stopcataract.com. Have you been diagnosed with cataracts and want to improve your vision without surgery? Or, more importantly, find out the cause of your cataract? Don't miss this important webinar. Go to stopcataract.com.
The Watergate of eye care. Are you receiving injections or have been advised to receive injections for a wet macular degeneration? You need to read this free report now. Learn the facts of misrepresentations of injections for wet macular degeneration. Learn how national study data was manipulated. Learn about systemic side effects such as heart attacks, stomach bleeding, and strokes. Ocular side effects such as blindness, glaucoma, and cataracts. Discover how drug companies are offering payoffs and bribes to doctors. Learn about a recent study that 1 out of 5 people who receive injections will develop ocular atrophy. Learn what you can do to save your vision with safe alternative therapies. Call now for your free report. 1-800-430-9328. Don't delay. Call now for your free report on the dangers of injections and what you can do to save your vision. Call 1-800-430-9328. Call now for your free report. 1-800-430-9328.
Log on and listen live. 1100KFNX.com.
Welcome back to Healthy Vision. And this evening we're talking about blurred vision, causes of blurred vision, what you need to do when you need to see an eye doctor, and trying to help you determine maybe some things you can do to help improve your eyesight. And if you want a copy of my best-selling book, The 10 Essentials to Save Your Sight, You can go to my YouTube channel and you can sign up. The YouTube now has become a fantastic vehicle for education. I have hundreds of educational videos on YouTube, and it's easy to get there. You just go to www.Kondrot YouTube. That's Kondrot YouTube, and sign up. And then you can download a copy of my best-selling book, The 10 Essentials to Save Your Sight. That's Kondrot YouTube, all one word, Kondrot, YouTube.com. And when you sign up on my station, you'll receive postings of all my new videos. You'll also receive notifications of my television appearances. I'm going to be featured on national news tomorrow morning out of NBC out of Miami, and I'm going to be talking about the dangers of cold weather, how cold weather can adversely affect your eyes. So sign up for my YouTube channel, where you'll be the first to view the television interview on the dangers of cold weather adversely affecting your eyes. So we're talking about painless causes of blurred vision, and interestingly enough, usually it's the painless cause of blurred vision that is far more serious. We talked about a stroke to the eye, a retinal detachment. Also, we need to mention some other conditions like diabetes. Diabetes can produce blurred vision in many, many different ways. One way is when you have an elevated blood sugar, it's going to blur your vision. That elevated blood sugar will change your refraction, your thickness of your glasses. So if you have fluctuating prescriptions with your glasses and you have blurred vision different times during the day, it could be due to your sugar. Also in diabetes, you can get swelling in the back of the eye or leaking and bleeding. All these things cause a painless loss of vision. So you're beginning to appreciate that it is typically the painless loss of vision that is more serious than causes of vision that are painful. Also, cataracts, probably the leading cause of decreased vision over the age of 50. And a cataract is a clotting or pacification of the human lens. And once again, this is typically a painless condition. Also, macular degeneration, where you either get atrophy or aging changes in the macula, which is the central part of the retina where we have the good, sharp vision. And this is also painless. Also, there's a type of macular degeneration called wet macular degeneration. And this, once again, is a painless cause of vision. So I would like to hear from you. If you're listening to this show and you have questions about your eye, or maybe you have blurred vision right now, give me a call. You can reach me at 602-277-5369, 602-277-5369, or toll free, 866-536-1100. That's 866-536-1100. And if you're not by a telephone and you have a question, you can always email me at info@healingtheye.com. Info, I-N-F-O, at healing.com. And someone in the office will get back to you and answer your question. You can also go to my website at healingtheye.com, which we have a wealth of information. So I think I've covered all of the painless causes of vision, and let's just review some of those. The big one is a retinal detachment, which typically is a loss of vision associated with flashes of light. It progressively gets worse, so if you are having flashes of light and a loss of vision, you better see an eye doctor ASAP. There's also a condition called a vitreous detachment, which is not as serious as a retinal detachment, but it can be rather disconcerting and alarming because you get a shower of floaters and you may see some distortion in your vision and flashes of light. But the only way to tell which one is retinal detachment or vitreous detachment is to see your eye doctor. Other serious causes of blurred vision, which are painless, is a stroke to the eye, where you have a blockage of a small artery or vein. That could be a sudden loss of vision with no pain. Also, glaucoma. Glaucoma is called a thief in the night, and it is typically a painless loss of vision. There's another condition called ocular migraine, and that is true. You can have a migraine attack to your eye with no pain, a painless loss of vision, which is different than the typical migraine that we hear about, where you get severe pain and nausea and vomiting. But the ocular migraine can be painless. We also talked about cataracts and macular degeneration as a cause. Well, we have a knock on the door. We have Andy on the line from Phoenix. Andy, welcome to Healthy Vision.
Hello, I have a question for you. Are your books available at Barnes & Noble?
I don't think they're available at Barnes & Noble, but if you go on my website, you can download my best-selling book for free. Can't beat that as a deal, huh?
Pardon me?
I think that's a pretty good deal.
It is, except I don't use it's a good deal, but I don't use the internet. So how else can I get your books?
Well, give the office a call. I know you can order them on Amazon.com. You know, they might be at Barnes & Noble, but unfortunately, you know, the bookstores it's almost impossible for them to have a lot of the books. I've published 7 books, and even though a lot of them dealt with the Arizona community, unfortunately, they're just not distributed in all the Barnes & Nobles. But I might be surprised. They might be in the bookstore.
What's your first name?
First name is Edward.
Edward, okay.
And last name is Kondrot, Kondrot. And you can always give the office a call, and you know what? I'll be happy to send you a hard copy. All I ask you to do is pay for postage.
Okay, well, what's your office number?
800-430-9328. 800-430-9328. And Kimber may answer the line, and just tell Kimber that you spoke to me on the radio, and I promise you my best-selling book, paying for shipping only.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Well, we're coming up to another break on Healthy Vision. We're talking about blurred vision. So those of you that are listening out there that have blurred vision, and you want to know what's going on, give me a call. The lines are open, 602-277-5369, 602-277-5369, or toll free at 866-536-1100. And I am coming back to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm doing my 10 Essential Seminar on March the 2nd, and that's going to be at the airport, Doubletree, at 7 p.m. And if you want more information on that, go to PhoenixSeminar2017.com. Phoenix Seminar, no spaces, 2017.com. And you can get all the information on this seminar. I'm also going to be having a Get Started with Microcurrent conference following the Phoenix Seminar, which is on March 4th and 5th. And we're going to have a 2-day stem cell program on March 6th and 7th. So give the office a call if you want more information, 800-430-9328. 800-430-9328. And mark that date on your calendar, March the 2nd, 10 Essential Seminar. So I'll be right back after this break, and we're going to be continuing talking about blurred vision.
The nation's midsection is being hit with significant freezing rain and icy conditions as a major winter storm pushes through. National Weather Service meteorologist Barbara Mays.
The storm is generally moving off to the east, so the swath of potential ice will extend through Iowa and then up toward the Great Lakes, toward Wisconsin and Michigan as the next couple of days go on.
President-elect Donald Trump is being asked to stop slamming U.S. intelligence. Outgoing CIA Director John Brennan tells Fox News Sunday that Trump needs to be careful about his comments and tweets.
If he doesn't have confidence in the intelligence community, what signal does that send to our partners and allies as well as our adversaries? So I think Mr. Trump has to be very disciplined in terms of what it is that he says publicly.
Brennan says he's also concerned that Trump lacks a full understanding of the threat Moscow poses to the United States amid allegations Russia meddled in the election to influence the outcome. I'm Ann Cates.
From the KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, an isolated shower before midnight and otherwise mostly cloudy with a low of 50 degrees. We'll have a slight chance of showers Monday, partly sunny, high 62, partly cloudy Monday night, low 45. I'm Sean Riley from the KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center.
Currently in downtown Phoenix, it's 58 degrees.
Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Every day, millions of people move into middle age and beyond, and many experience age-related changes, with memory issues being the most noticeable. It may start with something small, like forgetting an appointment or why you walked into a room, but can lead to a much bigger issue down the road. Emerald Laboratories Memory Health is doctor-formulated and contains the breakthrough memory booster Cognizin, clinically proven to reduce cognitive inhibition. Lariva turmeric can also be found in this powerful formula, along with a number of targeted whole food antioxidants known for brain health. Emerald Laboratories Memory Health also contains methylated B12, which is important since research indicates that 25% of American seniors are deficient in B12, a known factor of cognitive decline, potentially leading to memory loss. Ask for Emerald Laboratories Memory Health at your local health food store today, or learn more about it at shopnaturalproducts.com. That's shopnaturalproducts.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-643-6931 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-643-6931 to take your call now. Call 1-800-643-6931. That's 1-800-643-6931. Again, 1-800-643-6931.
Hi, this is the D-Man from the Talkin' One Rockin' Radio Show. Join the Talkin' One Rockin' Radio Show team. Sponsorship, advertisement, or be on the show. Call the Talkin' One Rockin' Radio Show promoter, Mr. Ray at 480-459-6519. 480-459-6519. Join the #1 show on Saturday night, the Talkin' One Rockin' Radio Show. 480-459-6519.
Don't touch that dial. Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Well, welcome back to Healthy Vision. This is your host, Dr. Edwin Conrad, and we're talking about blurred vision. Very common problem. In fact, it's the #1 search keyword related to the eye on Google. So a lot of you. And we have a knock on the door. Colin from Seattle. Colin, welcome to Healthy Vision.
Hi. Hello? I guess I'll get right into it. My dad has been diagnosed with wet macular degen in one eye and dry in the other, and he's lost some peripheral vision. And he's wondering what he can do to prevent the bleeding, I guess, further, and any further damage. And no injections. He's tried one round of injections so far, but he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the injections. In fact, I wrote an article called "The Watergate of Eye Care," and if you go to my YouTube channel, go to KondratYouTube.com, KondratYouTube.com, all one word, and you can find that video on the Watergate of Eye Care. It's all about the dangers of injections. Also, there you can find my 10 essentials to save your sight. This is all the things that your dad has to do to improve his vision. I believe that if you do these things, you can improve, you can reverse vision loss, in addition to prevent it from progressing. So those two things would be really important to investigate. And when you're on my YouTube channel, KondratYouTube.com, there's a link. You can download my book. You can begin to read it right now. I'd be happy to have a consultation with either you or your father and review the records. Good. I believe that macular degeneration can be reversed. We're doing microcurrent. We're doing stem cells. You can go to stemcellspecial.org. That's all one word. STEM STEM, STEMCELL special.org.
Great.
And I have a link there. I gave a seminar on stem cell and eye disease. I talked about the recent studies. Is it effective? And I believe when combining microcurrent and stem cells, that affords you the best opportunity to reverse vision loss. So the main thing with your father is tell him not to give up hope.
Okay.
I've seen thousands of people reverse their vision loss. And please, stay away from the injections. I plead with my patients, avoid the injections.
Okay.
Begin to embrace some of these alternative therapies. But if you're doing the alternative therapies, like microcurrent, and you're still losing vision, then you may need the injections. But I never recommend the injections as a first-line treatment. There was a study done called the CAT study, clinical assessment of the injections. And at the end of 5 years, listen to this, everybody in the study had worse vision. Didn't help. Everybody. Another shocking factor, 20%, 1 out of 5 people who get injections will develop retinal atrophy.
Yes.
Retinal atrophy is beyond death. You have a sick retina, then the retina dies, and then you get atrophy. So I would not want a procedure where there's a 1 in 5 chance of the retina dying, and that's what happens with the injection. So every time I start to talk about this, my blood pressure goes up. I get very upset. There are so many natural things that you can do. So please download my book at KondratYouTube.com. Or if you have trouble, just give the office a call at 800.
Oh, okay.
800
Listening.
430-9328.
Thank you. Is the book is 10 Essentials to Save Your Sight? That's an older one, right?
That's the one I would recommend.
Okay, we have that. I'm reading that. Thank you. That's a wonderful book.
Okay, great. Everything is in there, how to reverse your father's vision problems.
Excellent,
and I want to thank
Doctor.
I want to thank you so much for listening, and tell your father I said hello, and tell him not to give up hope.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. All right, the lines are open, 602-277-5369, toll free, 866-536-1100. Now we're going to be talking about painful visual loss. And interestingly enough, the majority of painful conditions that cause blurred vision are not as bad as the painless. Probably the number one cause of painful visual loss is dry eyes and blepharitis. Dry eyes can be extremely painful. And those of you that have dry eyes and are living in the Phoenix area, you will agree with me. You will raise your hand and say, yes, Dr. Conrad, I agree. It is like rubbing sandpaper on your open eye. So, dry eyes are very, very painful, and they do cause blurred vision. Now, dry eyes are associated with a condition called blepharitis. Blepharitis is an inflammation of the eyelash. So, when you have dry eyes, you're not making enough tears. And these tears fight bacteria. So if you're not making enough tears, then you have bacteria growing on your eyelids. And this bacteria is producing toxins which make the dry eye condition a lot worse. So I love ozonated eye drops. And some of you may be thinking, ozone, isn't that a toxic gas? Isn't that dangerous? Well, ozone is a very powerful treatment for rejuvenating and reducing inflammation. And we are making ozonated eye drops to help dry eyes. And if you're interested, go to YouTube and search my name and ozone, Conrad and ozone, and you'll come up with my YouTube video all about making ozonated eye drops. Of course, you can use over-the-counter eye drops, but I don't like them because they have preservatives. They have thimerosal, which contains mercury, and sometimes long-term use of these eye drops can cause more problems. And certainly, don't be taking steroid eye drops, or don't be taking Restasis. If anybody out there is taking Restasis eye drops for dry eyes, please listen up. Stop right now. Do something else. Also, one of the best things you can do is to change your diet. You need more essential oils. And I like plant-based oils, not fish oils. The plant-based omega oils are primrose, borage, and flaxseed oils. You need a lot of these omega oils, which will help lubricate your eye. And certainly be drinking a lot more water. My goodness, if you're living in the desert, you're going to be dehydrated. So just begin drinking a lot more water. So that's probably one of the most common things that I see in terms of painful blurred vision. The next most common thing is eye strain, and we're all suffering from eye strain. And I'm going to give you a couple of key pointers on how you can reduce eye strain. Number one, you want to increase the light intensity. Now, that may be counterintuitive. You may say, isn't the bright light going to cause more strain? No. The brighter you can make your computer screen, the less strain you will have. Why is this? Well, bright lights will cause the pupil to constrict. And when the pupil is constricted, you will have a greater focal distance, just like your camera. So bright light. Proper working distance. If you need reading glasses or intermediate glasses when you're working, put them on. You want those eye muscles to relax. Third thing is not taking breaks. Look away from the computer. Take a break. We're coming up to a break, and when we come back, something interesting that I discovered on my iPhone. It's called a night shift. We're going to be talking about what is a night shift on your iPhone and how is this important for reducing eye strain on your computer, even if you're not using an iPhone. So once again, I am going to be in Phoenix on March the 2nd for my 10 Essential Seminar. Go to Phoenix Seminar 2017. Phoenix Seminar 2017. And all participants in this seminar will get a copy of my best-selling book, The 10 Essentials to Save Your Sight, and we're going to have a raffle. The raffle is going to be for a microcurrent machine worth $2,750. We're going to be raffling off a microcurrent machine, and this machine is going to be customized for your particular eye problem. So what a bonus gift. Mark the date, March the 2nd, 7 p.m. at the Doubletree, the airport Doubletree. Go to Phoenix Seminar 2017. Dr. Conrad will be right back after this break.
Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Imagine what it would be like to regenerate any part of your body. Imagine if this was available now. Stem cells are in the news every day. Can they help improve your vision? Can they regenerate lost vision? Stem cells are the primitive cells in our body that have the ability to generate into any tissue. Dr. Kondrot has been investigating stem cells to help restore vision for over 10 years. Learn about a new type of stem cell that is now available that is far superior than previously available cells. Learn the details about this in a special report to help you understand important facts. Stem cells are changing the way doctors are approaching many diseases, including eye disease. Can these powerful cells help you with irreversible vision loss? Dr. Kondrot has produced a special report to help you understand your options with stem cells, far superior than previously available cells. Call now for your free report, 800-430-9328. That's 800-430-9328. Are stem cells for you? Call 800-430-9328 for your free report.
Lately, more and more nutritionists are discovering that beets are a superfood that offers powerful health and nutritional benefits. Can red beets help eye disease? Studies indicate that red beets are the richest source of dietary nitrates. It's these dietary nitrates which the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide can open up the blood vessels in the body, increasing blood flow and oxygen specifically to places that are lacking oxygen. Nitric oxide is a molecule that dilates blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to fuel every cell in your body, including your eye. Neo40 is a patented breakthrough in nitric oxide delivery to boost the efficiency of the body's nitrate pathways so that more nitric oxide is available when and where it's needed. Each Neo40 lozenge is roughly equivalent to 6 red beets. For more information on Neo40, call 800-430-9328 or go to healingtheeye.com. That's 800-430-9328 or healingtheeye.com. You can beat eye disease now. Call 800-430-9328.
Get started with MCS. Want to learn more about microcurrent and how it can improve your health? Many alternative doctors feel that microcurrent treatment is a safe and effective way to change your body's energy to relieve pain and stimulate healing. It is now known that electrical activity occurs at the cellular level and that there is deficient electrical activity around areas of disease, such as tumors, inflammation, or areas of poor blood flow. Disease is a lack of electrons. Let microcurrent put them back into your body. We are now offering a 2-day training workshop for the public on how microcurrent can benefit you. This course will teach you the basics to begin using microcurrent for yourself and your family. This program will be held at the American Medical College of Homeopathy in Phoenix, Arizona, and the Florida Wellness Center. Please call the office at 800-430-9328 for more information. That number again, 800-430-9328. Get started on using microcurrent now. Call this number, 800-430-9328. Learn more about microcurrent and how it can improve your health. Call 800-430-9328.
Visit us online at 1100kfnx.com.
Well, welcome back to Healthy Vision, and we're coming up to our last segment on the show, and I want to thank all of you for listening. We're going to continue talking about painful loss of vision. The next area is infection and inflammation. Typically, infections are mild and don't cause permanent visual loss. You know, viral conjunctivitis and blepharitis on your eye. And they should have some type of appropriate intervention by an eye doctor. So if you have an infection or discharge or burning in your eye, you should definitely see your eye doctor. Now, there's a more serious condition called temporal arteritis. And this is inflammation of the temporal artery, which can cause a lot of pain, can cause loss of vision, and this is a medical emergency. So if you have severe pain around the eye and loss of vision, you've got to be tested for temporal arteritis, and you need appropriate treatment. Otherwise, it could lead to total blindness. So inflammation can be a serious problem. It usually causes blurred vision and irritation, light sensitivity, photophobia. So if you do have blurred vision and you're having these subtle irritations to your eye, you do need an evaluation. Now, earlier I talked about glaucoma, and typically most cases of glaucoma do not cause any pain, but there is a condition called angle closure glaucoma. This is a unique type of glaucoma where the pressure goes up suddenly and quickly. And typically, factors that kind of precipitate or trigger this is going into a dark room. So if you have these painful states at night, then you have to consider angle closure glaucoma, and you do need to be evaluated. In some cases, angle closure glaucoma can cause severe pain associated with nausea and vomiting. The classic story with angle closure glaucoma is someone goes into a movie theater, it's dark, they watch the movie, and then they develop a splitting headache. And then they develop a lot of pain in the eye. So it's the night conditions that will trigger, the dark conditions that will trigger this angle closure attack. Oh, but you know what? I forgot. I was going to tell you about the night shift. You know, I've been using my iPhone for at least 5 years, and I discovered, and to be honest with you, I don't know when they put this night shift on the phone. But there is a feature called night shift, so I was investigating the night shift, and what it does, it decreases the intensity and shifts the light to a warmer spectrum to a reddish tone. And I think this is brilliant because one of the biggest problems I feel that is related to eye strain and also interfering with our circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is the light and dark cycles that we need. So we need light during the day and we need darkness at night. Unfortunately, blue light at night is hazardous to our eyes. We need blue light during the day. That's why God made the sky blue and the ocean blue. We need a lot of blue light. So at night, when you are using a bright computer screen or compact fluorescent lights, which give off that cold blue light, it can be hazardous to your eye. So I thought it was ingenious of Apple to have this night shift. You can program it on your iPhone that will shift the spectrum more towards a reddish tone, a softer tone, which is much beneficial to your eye and will reduce eye strain. So that's another way that you can reduce eye strain, is use the night shift. Now, what happens if you don't have an iPhone and it's not on your computer? Well, you can get blue blockers. In fact, I believe now that computer stores will sell a blue blocking sheet. A blue blocking sheet is kind of like an amber color, shooter glasses, where the amber color, which blocks the blue spectrum of light. So you can either put that on your computer screen at night, which will change the spectrum, or you can just wear shooter glasses when you're working at night. But one of the keys to reduce eye strain is avoiding blue light at night. So I'd like to review a little bit about eye strain. Make sure that you have a very intense light during the day on your computer. The brighter the light will reduce eye strain. Now, I'm not talking about, blinding white light. But turn up the intensity. It'll reduce eye strain. Proper working distance. Work at a comfortable distance. Closer is not better. The greater the distance away, the more comfort you will have. But why is this? Because the closer you get to your computer, your eyes have to accommodate. The muscles in your eyes are working. And another problem is not taking frequent breaks. So when you are working on a computer, when you're reading, take a break. Look away from the computer screen. When you look at a far distance, when you look at infinity, that relaxes your eye muscles. So you're able to work on the computer a much longer time. So those are some simple things to reduce eye strain. In my book, I have a chapter on Dr. Bates. Dr. Bates was a turn-of-the-century ophthalmologist who developed some wonderful eye exercises to reduce strain. The one that I love is called palming. And this is simply rubbing your hands together and placing the cup of your hand, the palm, over your closed eye. And this is a type of meditation technique where you close your eyes, you breathe deeply, and it helps to relax the eye muscles. And that's another wonderful technique. So we covered a lot of conditions related to blurred vision. And I would like to hear from you. So maybe if you don't have time to call into the radio show, email me at info@healingvi.com, info@healingvi.com. And you can always give the office a call and, fire them a question at 800-430-9328. And I really encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, KondratYouTube.com. I have, a couple hundred wonderful videos on all sorts of techniques and tricks you can do to reduce eye strain and relieve discomfort. Go to www.KondratYouTube, KONDROT, YouTube, YOUTUBE.com. YouTube has become just a wonderful vehicle for education. And also you can view all of my latest television appearances. Yes, yours truly is going to be on national TV tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about the dangers of cold weather and the eye. And now that we're having a lot of sub-zero freezing and snowstorms, you need to get the right advice on how to protect your eyes. Also, we have a lot of educational seminars on YouTube on dealing with homeopathy, different lectures. So go to KondratYouTube.com and sign up, and you'll receive notifications. Also, I am very excited and enthusiastic. I am going to be giving a major seminar in Phoenix, Arizona on March the 2nd, my 10 Essential Seminar, Save Your Sight, at 7 p.m. You can go to Phoenix Seminar 2017. Phoenix Seminar 2017. And everybody that attends will get a copy of my best-selling book, The 10 Essentials to Save Your Sight. And we're going to have a raffle for a microcurrent machine. This is a $2,750 value. It's a 10-program microcurrent machine that'll be customized for your eye problem and any other health issue that you have. This is going to be a raffle on this valuable machine, which we will do at the end of the seminar. 10 Essential Seminar, March the 2nd, 2017 at 7 p.m. Go to PhoenixSeminar2017.com to get more information and to sign up. PhoenixSeminar2017.com. And we're coming to a close. We're coming to a close right now. And I want to thank all of you for listening. This is your host, Dr. Edward Kondrat, wishing all of you good health and clear vision.